Song of the Crow is a retelling of the flood myth of the Bible, but here it's told by a crow. Everyone knows about the dove sent out to find land, but what about the other bird Noah sends out? In similar flood myths predating the Bible, Noah sends out a raven and even a sparrow before the dove. Back in Roman times, ancient sailors used the raven as a way to navigate their ships. In these earlier flood myths, the raven does not return. What happens to the ancient navigator, sometimes mentioned as a crow? This is that crow's story. One of my imaginary selves has always been a biologist. I entertained the thought of being a 19th century naturalist from a former lifetime. But the closest I ever got to that fantasy was bird watching. Quickly, I felt that merely spotting and identifying bird species was only a part of it. Being a writer, having a literary interest of things, I became interested in bird behavior, or bird personality even. From the beginning, it seems crows and their kindred species have inspired fantastic, far-reaching legends and insight, and for good reason. For one, crows, and with them I include ravens, are considered the most intelligent of birds. In controlled experiments to acquire hard-to-reach food, they learned to fashion tools, sometimes on the first try. This supposes a level of reasoning ahead of even the great apes. They can recognize human faces out of thousands of examples, and from far away. Can we do the same with them? From the ancient Greek word apocalypse, we get a revealing, an unveiling. To survive a dire circumstance, a threatening time, we find our truer selves, a deeper understanding. Our nature is revealed. I've heard of crows described as nature's omniscient eye, our observers, always living on the outskirts. Song of the Crow offers a new perspective on this most ancient and fundamental of stories. It's a story that grows out of a long continuum of crow knowledge and lore, and the natural history of the firmament, of what actually happened in nature back before we had a history, and we're just beginning to tell it.